We started FTNI just under 3 years ago because what we found was merchants were having to use siloed solutions if they wanted to accept payments. So when people are bringing checks in, they had to scan the checks or drive them to the bank. And then if they wanted to do ACH payments, they had to log into a bank's virtual terminal and enter information there. If they wanted to do credit cards, they had to use a second or third company. And then when they wanted to take web payments, they had to take a fourth company. We've taken what historically have been those siloed products and put them on a single platform that the merchant only has to learn one platform, one type of system. It's delivered in a software as a service environment, SaaS environment, which is very popular these days because that way the merchants don't have to worry about hardware, software. Every time they log on to the system, it downloads the latest updates, and they have a turnkey solution to take all their different payment types. What spurred this idea was we actually had some merchants that were using a different remote deposit capture product, and it didn't do integration. It didn't, it wasn't served in a software as a service environment, so they got tired of having limited capacity with it. So they literally approached us and said, we know you guys have built great stuff in the past. If you will take the chance and build it again, we'll bring you the business. So we spent a lot of time researching the market. Is there an opportunity here? Is it really a need? Because historically what has happened is people that sell services to banks, products to banks, worried about what the bank wanted. We went the other way. We worried about what the merchant wants. So we built something that helps the merchants, and now banks are realizing that, yeah, I need a better product for them. We take our product to market three different ways. Through banks and ISOs, credit card independent sales organizations, who are looking for a more robust advanced solution. They white label our product. We'll make it look and feel like they want with our front page. But even though they take it out, it's still running on our secure servers. We integrate into software companies, so there's maybe a software company that has a CRM solution in a vertical, for instance, property management, but they don't have robust payment capabilities. The way we build it through our open APIs, we can just plug into that, and they can take a more advanced payment out to their customers. And the third way is usually with larger customers, for instance, a Physicians Mutual Insurance or West Corporation. We deal directly with them on a one-on-one and analyze what their needs are. Is it PCI compliance? Is it matching up payments and posting or whatever? So we take it a variety of ways to market it. In all those instances where it's a bank and ISO, we become the technology integration specialists. The bank offerings today were very, very limited. It handled one little subset, but the reason that the markets didn't take off with remote deposit capture and the others was the merchants who are the end users realized that it's limited, and if it's limited, I don't want to use it. I want something more robust, and the banks didn't have that to offer. Banks aren't technology companies. What they do is they'll go to their suppliers, which are Fiserv or Jack Henry, and go, we need internet banking. They go, okay, here's the module for internet banking. And then they go, well, we'd like to tweak it a little bit, and Fiserv goes, I can't tweak it for you because I have 5,000 other banks using it. So this is, you get what's in the box. With ours, we've actually designed it so it can be customized into a variety of different verticals. So if they want to take it to a property management company today, it can look one way. If they want to take it to a medical billing company tomorrow, it can look totally different. So we're able to do a lot more customization because we're not hampered by having a legacy system. We can actually turn on and off different modules. So if a bank has a client that needs help with PCI compliance, they can turn around and take our product right out to it. Since it's a SaaS environment, it's always running on our secure servers, which are PCI compliant. So they can take a turnkey solution out to their clients today and offer them PCI compliance for their web payments or for their internal payments. One of the hot areas is risk and fraud. And typically what would happen is somebody, a new merchant, and they know your customer rules with banks, they typically say, you're a new customer, you're going to deposit about $5,000 a day and 25 checks. And what happens when the merchant comes into the bank and they deposit $30,000 with checks, all the alarms go off because it's outside of their parameters. And they might not know that till 5 o'clock and they're trying to get hold of the merchant. Since our solution is delivered in a software as a service environment, we actually take it out to the merchants where the payments start. We can monitor that at the minute that it's entered into our system. So based on if it's a check, an ACH, or a credit card, since we take all three, or through the web, once limits are hit, we can send notifications to the bank and actually stop the payments from ever hitting the bank until they can do the research on it. So again, we're being more proactive and helping the banks be a first line of basically monitoring for those transactions. We've been one of the first companies to put all the different payment types, check, ACH, and credit card, on a single platform, and then in addition serving up in a software as a service environment. Historically, companies have been sending siloed solutions out of check scanning or of ACH into a virtual terminal. We've taken it all on an easy to use platform and taken it out, and nobody's been able to do that. On top of that, it's PCI compliant, so You can't find other RDC vendors that are PCI compliant because they don't handle credit card payments. You don't find a lot of other credit card companies that have an integrated check scanning. We're able to do it all.